Hi folks, today I bring you a panel that uses a VFD driver with the reference TP6352Q from the Top Pro brand. I was unable to find on the web the technical datasheet that forced to a more careful analysis to determine the function of each of its pins to allow tests to be carried out to see how that would respond to the commands. This way we can guarantee now that it is identical to the PT6312. It is not possible to say that is exactly the same because the pins of the 4 switch are in the GND, which prevent the tests. However, the LEDs, switch, grids and segments behave in the same way. As usual, the code ends up being exclusive to the panel as it depends on the hardware implementation and design. However, it remains the rule to avoid external libraries and allow independent use of the functions. In this panel, we are again faced with a jump in the segments that varies in the same grids. These details require one effort to design the code to deal with this difficulty. We opted for a flag to control the bits in the grid 5, which is the one with the offset of the 2 jump in the segments. The code I leave you is a basic example of the clock without worrying about its time base and cleaning, so it involves work for its optimization. I implement some lines of the code to control some buttons present in the panel to adjust the hour, minutes and the seconds. Also, a control of the LED present in the panel. I only have one connected LED, but you can connect until 4 LEDs, okay? The buttons with code is the first button allowed to up the hours, the second down the hours, up the minutes, and down the minutes. The 5 button make a reset to the display. Okay. The identification of the wires to connect the panel are marked in the panel, and I will let in the pics to allow the identification. The power up of the panel use the same rules of all the other panels, okay? I referred before, you can see the presence of the shift of the segments in the same grid and between the grids. In this grid, you see the start of the first digit in the right at segment 9 and the digit at left start in segment 2. The next grid, you keep the start of the first digit with a 9, but the second digit in the same grid start with 1 and keep the rules. But this results a problem if you don't use one rule to force the bit number 8 to be present when you use the digit 8, the 6, 5, 3, 2 and 0, because all these digits I make mention use the below segment, okay? I use the one flag to force the presence of the segment belongs to the bit number 8 at first grid. Okay, if for example you want to write 0 in the second digit, you need force the bit 8 to be 1. Okay, this is the sequence of the initialization, but of course you can comment the functions and isolate each function to see what's happened.